All right. So this is the fitness side of the video. If it's something that you are struggling with your fitness, it's maybe you're going to the gym, maybe you're not going to the gym, and you're over 40, and it's one of those things that you know that it's something that you need to take control of your health. What happens with a lot of smart people is we automatically go hard, meaning we pick what's hard, thinking that that's going to get us the results that we want. That's been ingrained in us over the years that hard equals results. And I'll have you consider, in my experience, that it is simplicity and consistency that gets us long-term results. And so that's what we're wanting to help you with is just make it where you don't have to try to do it the hard way. Just make it where it's like super simple for you. So one of the things we would shoot for is 10,000 steps. If you're not getting 10,000 steps, then just start tracking how many steps that you're getting on a daily basis. And each week, let's bump it up to 2,000. So if say you're getting 6,000 steps right now, each week, let's try to bump it up to 2,000 until you get to 10,000. And then if you want to go from there and go more, then you can. One of the things that I would do is I would take some walks during the day. A lot of people, especially during the pandemic and things, were a lot of our clients were doing 10-minute walks. They're working from home. They needed to get their steps in. And so what they would do is they'd go for a 10-minute walk 3-4 times a day. And the next thing you know, that just being that attention on their intentions, they were able to hit those 10,000 steps. Park a little further away during your rest time in the gym, get your steps in. There's so many, but all we have to really do is start, like I said before, start putting our attention on what we're wanting to do, and then you'll get it done. It's amazing what happens. But since we don't put our focus on it, it's one of the things we just don't think about. Those 10,000 steps, there's a lot of benefits to that we can get results. It's good for your joints, but it's good for fat loss and stuff as well. And we take it for granted, like straight up. So getting those 10,000 steps in. Strength training. If you're over 40, strength training is vital for you to get in 3 to 4 days a week. High intensity, it'll make you sweat a little bit more, and you may burn. Looking at your Apple Watch, you may burn more calories in a boot camp or high intensity workouts. But if you're really looking at strength training long term, that strength training, what it's going to do is you are going to burn more calories longer. So in that short spurt, you're not going to burn as many, but long term and longer throughout, you're going to burn more calories. On the other side of that, aesthetically, we look different when we strength train. And that's majority of people. It's like they want to look good, but they also want to perform on another level as well. And so strength training is going to give us that, aesthetically give us that look of when it's women, they say they want that tone look. When it's men, they want to be lean. That's all it is. We're burning fat, putting on a little bit of lean muscle. And by putting on that lean muscle, we start to burn more calories that way as well. Plus you get to eat more when we strength train as well. The last one, or the other stuff is on your strength training, those last 1 or 2 reps need to be like, man, I don't know if I could have done 1 or 2 more reps. That is the rate of perceived exertion is what we do. That goes from 1 to 10. So let's say the rate of perceived exertion is usually somewhere around a 7, 8, or 9. If it's a 7, that means that you had 3 reps left in your tank. If it's an 8, that means you have 2 reps left in your tank. If it's a 9, it means you have 1 rep left in your tank. And you can kind of go with and be able to see, okay, well, I'm lifting this weight, and man, I don't know if I could have done 1 or 2 more reps in. Then that we know then, if we're doing it with the right form, we know then that we're pushing ourselves as far as the weight, and we'll get results from that. Last couple of them is we've got to track progress. Data matters, and a majority of people don't track, and they don't track, they don't have any awareness around whether they're making progress or not. Our mind is the happiest when it's seeing progress, and so I want to be happy. So I want to give it every opportunity to see progress. So when I'm getting my steps in, I want to see progress, and so like it'll be like, hey, I got that 2-mile walk in under 40 minutes, And then next day, hey, I got under 38 minutes. But I'm getting to see, same thing with having 6,000 steps and bumping it up to 8,000 steps. So we need to see and we need to track progress in order to be, and it's linked to being happy. So if you want to be happy, then what we know is it's like, hey, I probably need to start tracking my progress a little bit more as far as that goes. The other one is your workouts. You need to have a plan. If you're just going into the gym and you're going in and you're just doing whatever you feel like doing that day, a plan creates discipline. But again, if we don't have a structured plan of our workouts, we're just doing whatever we want to do, and then we're not seeing results. And it's one of those things where it's that you didn't have a focused plan to work. And it's one of those things that's why you didn't see the results. And then that's why you start and stop, because it's one of those things that you're not seeing progress and you don't have a plan that's creating that discipline. So when you don't see the progress, it's like, I'm not going to do it anymore because it's not working. Well, maybe it is working. You just didn't track the progress. So those are the fitness ones. Those are the things that we would really focus in on right now to help you get over that hump. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reply back to this video. We'd love to point you in the right direction. Talk soon.